I'm going to get hair and makeup done right now. I'll be back in a second. Here, you deal with chat for now while I do that. Here.
All right, chat.
Play it off this playlist. Just sit here and make sure that there's no TOS, I guess.
All right, well, I was going to do some fun, chill talk. Oh, we're just going to do politics. Okay.
Unable to run the incubators that they need. Now, Israel says that last night it tried to drop off 300 litres of fuel for the hospital, and it alleges that Hamas then prevented staff from accessing that fuel. This doctor I was speaking to denies that. He says that no one from the hospital was able to go and access the fuel because he says they were too worried about being shot by Israeli forces. He also said that 300 litres of fuel would do very little because the hospital needed at least 10,000 litres of fuel to keep running. It seems there's a real war of narratives between the two sides, as well as the real and very deadly war going on.
I feel like a substitute teacher who like just puts a video on for the class because he is not qualified to teach the curriculum at all, and he's just like, watch this, kids.
Hamas has said that it's reportedly breaking off negotiations because of the events around Al-Shifa hospital, negotiations around the fate of the Israeli hostages. There had been reports of deal underway to free a large number of them, but it's unclear what level of progress had been made.
Sikandar, thanks very much. Well, Lieutenant Colonel Peter Lerner is a spokesperson for the Israeli Defense Forces, and he joins me now from Tel Aviv. Lieutenant Colonel, you were hearing there from our correspondent about this terrible stalemate over the fuel for Al-Shifa Hospital. Premature babies are at risk of dying, dozens of them. Will you undertake to suspend military operations until they are safe?
This evening and overnight, the IDF has conducted extensive efforts in order to alleviate some of the challenges that the people of Gaza, and specifically the people in Shifa Hospital, are facing. He rightly pointed out that we tried to supply, not without risk, mind you, some 300 litres of fuel to the hospital. We put it out, the soldiers were carrying it, and unfortunately the hospital, which it appears that Hamas is preventing the access to get the fuel for the hospital itself.
Okay, so while this horrendous stalemate continues, and the hospital, by the way, says that it needs 10,000 litres of fuel, it's a war of words, it's a war of narratives. Will you not undertake to a humanitarian pause just to ensure the safety of these incredibly vulnerable patients?
We're trying to give the access, the needs for the people in the hospital, specifically for the babies, while we're trying to increase efforts in order to evacuate them. Nobody wants to see these images. It is indeed tragic and horrifying what the people of Gaza are going through. But ultimately, if Hamas is preventing 300 litres from going into the Shifa hospital, why wouldn't they prevent 10,000 litres? Why wouldn't they prevent 1 million litres?
Okay, but you speak of evacuating the babies there. You speak of evacuating the babies. How can you evacuate babies that are so vulnerable? And so I wonder whether the only answer isn't for a pause in fighting to ensure their safety.
There is no fighting at the hospital. People can evacuate the hospital. We've seen tens of thousands of people evacuate over the last few days, over the last 5 days. More than 200,000 people have evacuated.
Okay, so where are they going to go? Because nowhere in Gaza is safe at the moment, is it? We've seen bombing in the south. And premature babies cannot be evacuated.
Where there's a will, there's a way. We've been trying to make that in the last 24 hours extensively. The only will that is being prevented here is Hamas's will to continue to hold 239 Israelis hostage, to continue to hold the 2 million people of Gaza hostage. We are in a war that we did not choose. They strategically opened a war with Israel. They have to go. This is what we are determined to do.
I'm sorry that we're running short of time, but is the most urgent priority now to tackle the Hamas fighters that you say are in this hospital, or to save these premature babies and other patients?
Absolutely. We are trying to save these babies. This is exactly what we've been doing since Admiral Hagari spoke yesterday. This is what we've been trying to do. Hamas have been putting barriers in it, and the Ministry of Health in Gaza, which is Hamas's Ministry of Health, is just a tool in the theater of death. This is what they're doing. This is what they're trying to do. Instead of being part of the solution, they are continuing to be part of the problem. This is the true tragedy of the people of Gaza. This is why they are being held hostage.
All right, well, that was depressing. That guy's demon. Okay, how about like a 10 to 15 minute palate cleanse from the politics for a sec? I'll just field some questions regarding fear or anything really. Little fun time palate cleanse. How about that? Then we'll get back into the bleak, horrific reality that we're all subjected to every day. I need some background music or something. Hang on. Some lo-fi. You guys got like lo-fi, right? All right, chat's moving so fast, no one will realize I'm gay. Oh God, okay, hold on. Chat is actually moving way too fast. Will there be hole in the calendar? Yes. Speaking to the microphone. So my voice is not as like booming and crazy as Hasan, so his noise gate is very aggressive. Yes, to anybody who doesn't understand what's going on, currently all members of Fear And, Hasan, Will, Cutie, Austin are filming doing a photo shoot for a nearly nude calendar. I have been capturing some BTS for it as well, so that our Patreon will get some BTS of that as well. Nearly nude. It's nearly nude calendar. It's completely nude calendar. Hasan wants me to tell you guys that he's the only one, for the record, that did not pack his pants. He's the only one who did not pack his bulge. He didn't put anything in his underwear to make his hog look bigger, whereas Austin and Will, they used cups. He's holding me at gunpoint to tell you that. He's making me say that. But yeah, lots of fun stuff happening in the Fear And world. Nearly nude calendars in the works. We just finished our set, which will be out in the next couple episodes. We are doing a really fun collaboration video tomorrow. We're shooting a very fun collaboration video tomorrow, which I'm super excited about. I don't think I can leak it, but it'll be fun. Cool. It'll come out in the next couple months too. But yeah, Fear And stocks. Invest in Fear And stocks. And there's also a new episode today that dropped. So, go watch that once Hasan goes offline. Leak it. Great episode. Marche, have you watched The Bear? Yeah, I love The Bear. How did you become the BTS cameraman for IRL streams? Just by having immaculate vibes. Basically, I just like meet streamers in this circle, and then they're like, yo, this guy, he's got a chill vibe. And so they put me on. They're like, I'm gonna put you on now. Please get this demon off the screen. You're so right. You're so based for that, actually. We'll just make the whole screen chat. How about that? It's you guys. Look. Life. Saved. Anyway. Here's your 10 to 15 minute palate cleanse with Uncle Marche before we get back into it. We interrupt this broadcast for 10 minutes of Q&A and fun and vibes. Don't worry, he'll be back. He's just taking his clothes off and taking pictures real quick. Marche, what streamers, if any, do you watch for fun? I honestly am a HasanAbi head. Like, that's who I throw on to radicalize me most of my free time. It's crazy to think, like, I was a HasanAbi head for like 2 years prior to starting to work with him, and I worked at a company called 100 Thieves, which Will used to be signed to. And then, oh my god, if you guys could see what Hasan is wearing right now. I just got flashbanged. Then Will approached me to do Fear And I'm like, damn, I work with Hasan. He used to be my favorite streamer, and I fucking hate that guy. I'm just kidding, I love him. But I hate him, he's such a himbo. He's one of us. I'm literally in chat with you guys almost every day. Mainly a politics frog. You're from LA? Yeah, I'm in LA. Hassel. Does he beat you? Yeah, he locks me in the next room over, and then summons me to do the podcast, and then locks me away in that room again until it's time to film again. But pays me well. Not that I get to leave or spend the money at all, but I am a co-owner of the podcast, Socialism is socialism. Crazy, y'all. What Fear And tier is the calendar? We haven't decided how we're gonna do it yet, but it's gonna be available to every Patreon member at the very least, and we're considering opening it up to the public and then just having Patreon members get first dibs and discounts. But it might just be a Patreon exclusive. We haven't decided that yet. Are you going to the final Good Faith Forever show? Yes, I am. I will be there. If you can't tell, also, I'm a little congested. I've been like a little sick lately, so sorry if I seem like low energy and a little out of it. That's why. I wish I could show you guys. Actually, I can leak some stuff. Let me leak some stuff. I'm the producer. I can leak whatever the I want. Oh, can't leak Fear And stuff. Bitch, I made the show. Here, I'll leak a little bit of the set. I'll give you guys a little taste, okay? Just a little taste. Patreon members have seen this, but for any Fear And viewers in the chat who haven't seen, here's a little taste of the new set. Like it'll focus. Might not focus. If it doesn't focus, you guys aren't getting anything. Ooh, that's all. That truly is a leak. There's not much going on in this picture. You can't see shit. Leak this. Use dark mode. It was focusing. Japan again? Yeah. Dude. So the other thing is like new mic for Marche in terms of like for the podcast. Oh my God, Austin, you want to walk over here? You want to show them? Okay. They look insane. This is the craziest one yet. How old are you? I'm 28 years old, and I guess I'm from California. Okay. That's what we're working with. Who the f*** is this? Uncle Marche, bro. People have already forgotten me because Hasan doesn't IRL stream anymore because he doesn't leave his house. People in Hasan's community have already forgotten all the good times we had. Remember Uncle Marche, where I'd carry you guys around all over London and all over Japan? Now he just never leaves his home, and so you never see me anymore. OGs remember, though. Uppies? Who remembers Uppies? You remember you're all grown up now. You forgot about me. But to anybody who actually doesn't know, because he gets a lot more viewers on his sit-down stream, so there's probably not a lot of faces here. I'm Marche. I produce Hasan's podcast, Fear And. I'm just Hasan's producer in general for anything that isn't his sit-down content. And right now, he's using me to vamp and keep you guys stimulated while he's doing a photo shoot off camera. Because I know you guys are all iPad kids and needs constant stimulation. Or rather, he knows that. And so he tagged me in. Any plans on having a camera on you in the podcast? So when I built the podcast, I was very thoughtful with like the blueprint I was trying to go with. And I've answered this question before, but basically whenever I watch podcasts, I hate when like producers off camera chime in or have a camera on them. So I made the conscious decision to not do that with myself. So that's why I don't. Maybe that'll change in the future, but I don't know. I just like hate watching pods and then like some faceless producer. Keep the young Jamie off camera, that's what I'm saying. Even just a mic. Where is the set photo on Patreon? It's hidden. It's there, but it's hidden. It's a little Easter egg. Pull that up, Marche. But we love Dan. I mean, I like Dan too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Thanks for holding chat in Japan. Hope we can do it again. I mean, the plan is to go to Japan. There's plans right now to go to Australia, to go to Japan. Yeah. But it just like anything in Hasan's life, I'm gonna get like a 1 week notice before it actually happens, and like I have to just be nimble and constantly just be available because that's the life I live. And I'm not complaining, it's awesome. It just means that I can't have any deep or meaningful relationships or friendships or time to see anybody that I actually care about because I'm a slave to my career, and I have my dream job though. Oh, okay. Grab the guns, yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cutie just walked in here dressed to the nines and grabbed a couple guns from this room and then walked off. Thank you for producing. Thank you for watching. Yeah, you don't need to thank me for producing. Thank you to everybody who like watches our stupid little show and stuff. It literally, I mean, I've mentioned this before, and not to get like too cringe or real for a second, but everybody on camera that's on Fear And, they're already rich gajillionaire streamers with their own careers. But Fear And has like truly like changed my life and given me financial stability and freedom that I've never had before. So that's why I will forever be grateful to people who support our show. Thank you. Yippee! Marche right now. Fear And is made possible by viewers like you. As soon as Marche touched some greens, this socialism shit. Yeah, this socialism shit is crazy. One more, yeah. Get it twisted. Marche replaces on for an episode on the podcast. People would not. That would be our worst episode. That would be a 10 out of 10 episode. And like 10 out of 10 means bad on YouTube. What's your game of the year? I haven't really done. This is probably the year I've done the least gaming, but probably Final Fantasy 16. That game was sick, but I haven't really gamed that much. So like I didn't play Baldur's Gate. I'm sure it's fire. Please stream more. I always tell myself I'm going to, but it's just between all the stuff I do for Fear and then I still work for Ray full time as well. And then trying to like maintain a healthy balance of like social life and personal like relationships. I'm like, dude, streaming is such a time sink that I should do it and I want to, and I do enjoy it when I do it, but it's hard to do consistently, especially like, for example, like Hasan's crazy. Like he streams too much, if anything. Tell me we get you the rest of the day. Yeah, this is actually the rest of the stream. Let's go. What's Kyle like IRL? The sweetest girl. She's over there sleeping right now. I can see her. She's an eye shot. She's so cute and so sweet. I love her so much. He's done? He's done. Well, this concludes the Chill Vibes Q&A section. We now resume your regularly scheduled Doom Pill. He said he's almost done. He's coming back. Everybody get your awares ready. Open up for your daily Doom Pill. I say that as if like I'm not in the chat every single day also taking my daily Doom Pill. All right, here he comes, y'all. Bye now. GG.
Okay, we're good. We're done.